Good evening and welcome to the news. First, the headlines. Garo language is in the list of languages being considered for recognition, says Cabinet Minister Marquis Marak. Meghalaya Chief Minister Conrad Sangma launches Water Smart Kids Meghalaya School campaign under Jal Jeevan Mission. More than 10,000 people killed in Gaza, 1,400 in Israel in the ongoing Israel-Hamas war. Many former Congress leaders keen to return to party, says CLP leader Ronnie Lingdo. The news in detail. Cabinet Minister and a leader from Garo Hills, Marquis Marak, today informed that the Ministry of Home Affairs has confirmed that Garo
in the list for consideration, and they have never deleted any languages who have applied for the inclusion. The Joint Secretary has assured us that he'll be sending the letter, that it is already there in the list for consideration. You don't have to worry. And the letter will be sent to Literature Society, and then Chief Minister, he will be sending to Chief Minister as well. So this is how the story is. It's there already, Khasi and Garo, for consideration.
Meghalaya Chief Minister Conrad Sangma today launched the Water Smart Kids Meghalaya, a school campaign under Jal Jeevan Mission, with the objective of inspiring action and to educate children in water conservation.
This is a very brief presentation we have made on JJM.
Jal Jeevan Mission, which is about 4,000-5,000 crores of projects. So we are looking at projects worth about 8,000 crores that is being implemented as we speak to preserve our water, preserve our environment, preserve our natural resources. What is important is now we have moved forward, now how to make it better, how to improve and make it even perfect, how to ensure that the water quality is there, the water source is there. So all of these aspects need to be examined, and it can only happen if the team works as a team and we work with a full commitment.
The sessions planned under this campaign are not mere lectures. They are interactive, educational, and most importantly, fun. They are designed to engage, enlighten, and inspire our children to become advocates for water conservation in their respective communities. The impact of this initiative is not confined within the walls of classroom. It has the potential to echo throughout our society and beyond.
As the war between the terrorist group Hamas and Israel hit the one-month mark, 1,400 people have been killed and over 200 taken hostage in Israel. More than 10,000 people have been killed in Gaza, according to the Hamas-run health ministry, including more than 4,100 children. As fighting continues on 8 main fronts in the northern Gaza Strip, the humanitarian situation in northern Gaza is severe. Most large bakeries are closing their doors due to a lack of flour and fuel. Many of its former leaders and members are seeking a Ghar Wapsi, but the Meghalaya Pradesh Congress Committee MPCC is not keen on welcoming many of them back. Congress Legislature Party leader Ronnie Lingdo said on Tuesday that a lot of people want to come back to the Congress, but the party cannot simply accept anyone and everyone because it has certain procedures. Recently, AICC Secretary in charge of Meghalaya Manish Chatarth claimed that some former Congress leaders in the state were in touch with him for returning to the party. Lingdo said anyone who rejoins Congress has to start all over again as a primary member of the party.
A lot of people want to come back to the Congress, but then we simply cannot accept anyone and everyone. We have to look at all angles, because we have certain procedures, certain procedures where if somebody wants to join the Congress, then if they have resigned, then we'll have first become primary members first. Then after they join as primary members, then automatically they become congressmen. So that is the procedure. Okay, so but then people have realized now that this is a national party, the oldest national party in the country, almost 140 years old. So yes, in politics, you go up and down, and then a party that has lasted so long cannot simply, vanish. So
The United Democratic Party UDP and the Hill State People's Democratic Party HSPDP have reconstituted the Regional Democratic Alliance RDA to jointly prepare for the upcoming Lok Sabha elections slated to be held next year. The RDA meeting held on Tuesday nominated UDP Chief Medba Lyngdoh as its chairman, HSPDP Chief KP Pangnang as secretary, HSPDP senior leader and MDC from Maukandrio Martel Mukhim as co-chairman, and UDP East Khasi Hills President Titor Star Well Khain as assistant secretary.
The two political parties sat and decided on the matters related to the Regional Democratic Alliance. In the past, we've been working together with HSPDP, UDP and HSPDP. And after the general election 2023, we did sat again and discuss matters related to the RDA on the 30th of May 2023. In today's meeting, we have also nominated the chairman of the RDA, the co-chairman of the RDA, the secretary also was elected, and assistant secretary also was elected.
The Congress Party is optimistic of winning maximum seats in the upcoming MDC polls. CLP leader Ronnie V. Lyngdoh said that the party will hold a meeting soon to complete the formalities for the MDC elections. Informing that MDC election is crucial to the state, Lyngdoh said that Congress must be credited to give the state the 6th schedule and the district councils, which protects the rights of the indigenous communities of the state.
we're preparing. So soon we'll be having a meeting to complete the formality, because we have certain procedures. MDC election, or rather the district council, is so crucial to to the state of Meghalaya. So I think people will judge. They'll not simply vote anyone. 75 years back, 76 years back, we have such a law that has protected us. Our land, our customary laws and usages, our language, our way of administration, the traditional way. So we are very fortunate. So, and this also I must credit the Congress leaders.
The Northeastern Hill University is collaborating with the Melbourne University, Australia for the British Library Endangered Archives Programme, BLEEP. In short, the programme aims to digitize the cultural history of the two regions of the state in the form of digital archives. The BLEEP project is administered by the British Library, while the funding is done by Arcadia, which is an international humanitarian organisation. Noted folklorist and Nehu professor Desmond Karmoflang and Professor of History at the University of Melbourne, Andrew J. May, said that it is a significant program which will digitalize materials, endangered documents, newspaper, letters and photographs. Meanwhile, Karmoflang said that they have organized this public consultation with the intention to inform the public about the project.
And we spent, I think, so this represents these,
So a 12-month project. It was not digitising everything. It was a pilot project. But as part of that, we have identified and we have learned that there is a significant amount of more material that could be digitised in the future, and that could be part of another phase of the project if we apply for funding. We collected a number of these types of materials. So we collected materials, for example, from the Assam Club, materials from the Sacred Heart Theological College Library, where they had really important collections of early Khasi language newspapers that are fragmented and rare, and sometimes the only copy that exists.
Pentreka Meganing project, Lingba, Northeastern Hill University Shillong, Barka, University of Melbourne, Australia. The Lingba project, Ilalaban document, Ilalaban digitize, Burba, ki spa material keba.
Jal Diwali, Women for Water, Water for Women campaign under Ministry of Housing and Urban Affairs has begun in Meghalaya. Today, many women were taken to Mauplang Water Supply Scheme, where they were informed about the treatment of water. MUDA Secretary P.K. Boro said that this initiative is also taken to bring the sense of belongingness among the people. Meanwhile, the campaign also began in West Jaintia Hills district, and the program was organized at Urkla Water Treatment Plant, Jowai. The main objective of the visit is to foster a sense of belongingness and ownership among women towards the water infrastructure. As part of the 31st National Children's Science Congress 2023, a two-day state-level Children's Science Congress kicked off today at the auditorium of Shillong College, Shillong. With the theme, Understanding Ecosystem for Health and Well-being, the Science Congress is being organized by State Council of Science, Technology and Environment, Meghalaya. Addressing the gathering as the chief guest, Director of School Education and Literacy Swapnil Tembe expressed confidence that these children in future will become inventors and solve many of the problems which Meghalaya is facing today. Some of the students who took part in the two-day event spoke to DD News about climate change, global warming and water pollution.
40% are plastic bottles, 40% are carry bags, and 50% are chip.
Last but not the least,
we ourselves are experiencing so much of global warming, climate change, erratic rainfall. I mean, weather cannot be predicted. Climate is shifting like anything. So there are many challenges. And science provides us the opportunity to create some answers. Now we are talking so much about solar energy, renewable energy, wind energy, tidal energy. There are so many different aspects coming up.
Bollywood actor Rajkumar Rao on Tuesday inaugurated a cafe at Police Bazaar in the city. He was accompanied by his wife and actress Patralekha Paul, who is a local girl from Shillong. Speaking to media persons, Patralekha said that integration will only happen if writers and directors from Bollywood understand the state and write stories for the region. Rajkumar Rao expressed his enthusiasm for the newly established cafe, highlighting the cafe's inclusivity. He also spoke about the potential of Meghalaya as far as inviting filmmakers to come here and shoot their movies more frequently.
But now we have this beautiful cafe here. We opened this cafe and we want all the people, all the Shillong people and even the tourists to come and have this experience because it's one of its kind.
And a quick look at the weather report. The maximum temperature recorded was 20.4 degrees Celsius, the minimum 10 degrees Celsius. Relative humidity in the morning was 59%, while that in the evening rose to 65%. The forecast? Dry weather is most likely. And another look at the headlines before we wind up. Garo language is in the list of languages being considered for recognition, says Cabinet Minister Marquis Marak. Meghalaya Chief Minister Conrad Sangma launches Water Smart Kids Meghalaya School campaign under Jal Jeevan Mission. More than 10,000 people killed in Gaza, 1,400 in Israel in the ongoing Israel-Hamas war. And many former Congress leaders keen to return to party, says CLP leader Ronnie V. Lingdo. Well, viewers, that's all we have in this edition of the Bulletin. Join us again tomorrow evening for more news and updates.